Today, we're diving into something really incredible. It's this remarkable intersection of music, neuroscience, and honestly, human resilience. We're going to talk about how a simple melody can become the key to unlocking a mind that's been silenced. This quote from someone right there on the front lines of communication recovery, it just gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's not just about any therapy, it's about finding that one specific key that actually fits the lock. Can you just imagine for a second having a thought, a feeling, a joke, whatever it is, and it's crystal clear in your mind, but you are completely unable to make the words come out? I mean, this is the daily reality for so many people with disorders like aphasia or apraxia of speech, often after something like a stroke. It's this incredibly frustrating experience of being locked inside your own head. So when you're faced with a challenge like that, how do you even begin to help someone find their voice again? Well, the answer, amazingly, isn't found in more words, but in music. And this is the revolutionary idea we're digging into, the idea that the rhythm and the pitch of a song could actually be a backdoor into the brain's language centers, a way to bypass the damage and build totally new connections. It sounds almost too simple to be true, doesn't it? But it's a powerful and very real therapeutic technique. And here's its official name, Melodic Intonation Therapy, or MIT for short. Now, the most important part of this whole definition is that last bit, alternative neural pathways. See, MIT isn't about trying to fix the broken path. It's about building a brand new one from scratch. Okay, so that's gotta make you wonder, right? How on earth does singing a phrase like, "I need water," actually work when speaking it doesn't? Well, the answer is just brilliant, and it's rooted in how our brains are wired. And what's so fascinating is that this isn't some kind of magic trick. It's pure neuroscience. It works because it takes advantage of the fact that our brains process music and speech in different places. Think of it like this. Imagine the main highway for language is totally blocked. There's a traffic jam, you can't get through. But what if you could take a scenic side road that nobody else is using? That's exactly what NIT does. It creates a musical detour around those damaged language areas, which are usually in the brain's left hemisphere, by firing up the right hemisphere. So how does this detour work? Well, first, it engages the right side of the brain, which is much more involved in melody and music. Then, the rhythm of the song gives the words a kind of structure, a scaffold to hang on to. And the result? You see a real, measurable improvement in speech. It's basically a full brain workaround. Pretty cool. All right, so we've covered the why, which is just fascinating stuff. Now let's get into the how. In a real therapy session, MIT follows a really clear, progressive 5-step journey. It starts super simple. The therapist just hums the melody of a phrase. Next, they intone the phrase together with the client, almost like they're singing a duet. Then, ever so gently, the therapist's support starts to fade away, which encourages the client to take the lead. After that, the client just practices repeating it on their own. And the final, most important step is to move from just repeating it to actually using it, like answering a question. That's when that sung phrase becomes real, functional speech. Now, the technique itself is elegant, it's evidence-based. But what really elevates it from just a clinical exercise to something that can change a life is the power of personalization. And this part is absolutely crucial. The therapy isn't about singing random words. It's about reclaiming the phrases that make up a life. Things like good morning, or I love you, or how are you? The motivation to speak is always going to be highest when the words truly matter to you. This is really where the science of the technique meets the art of being a great therapist. It's about taking that proven structure of MIT and weaving it directly into the unique fabric of a person's life. That combination is what unlocks not just words, but connection and independence. It's such a powerful reminder that these incredible breakthroughs don't always come from one single giant leap. So much more often, it's the result of this simple formula. Small steps, practiced consistently, all pointing toward a goal that is deeply, personally meaningful. That's the recipe right there. That's where real progress happens. And that kind of leaves us with this huge, amazing question, right? If a simple melody can literally help the brain rewire itself to bring back speech, what other locked doors could music hold the key to? It's just a powerful reminder of our brain's incredible flexibility and all the untapped potential that might just be waiting for the right song.